opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, and look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Manziel. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big spot to take a big shot downfield?
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Manziel. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Henry up the middle. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Manziel. Got a man. Get a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion left, that's Reed. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. It's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Again, they turn to Ford. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Pushes him over. 25 yards the pickup there, also a first down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Point after here coming up. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they will score. Pick six for Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Right, so Tapley's got room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him now, and just his first 3 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown Raiders from 13 yards out. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got
Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Draw play to Ford. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On first down, Downs to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. So they hit Payner, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Sharp. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And every tackle about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Manziel.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Manziel. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it,
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bears.
Jordan Addison,
43 yards.
and the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Here's Manziel. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Dobbs now on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Dobbs. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Dobbs to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Dobbs. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is caught at the end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
ready. Ready, ready. Let's go now. Go. Got it. Ready? Ready? Let's go. Ha! Ready? Let go. Down. Ready, ready? Come on, set! Get up! Here we go! Let's go! Hey! Hut, hut! Get it! Ready! Set! Hut! ready, go. Here we go, shot. Ready. Ready, set, go. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Let's go. Set up. Ready. Hot, hot. Ready, break. Ready. Set. Ready. Hut. Down. Go. Come on, set. Ready. Here we go. Set, go. Ready, ready. Set up. Set up. Set. Hut, hut. Ready, ready. Ready. Here we go. Shot. Hut. Ready. Go. Let's go now. Ready. Let's go. Check go. Shot. Ready. Ready, ready. Down. Get up.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll see Bryce Young. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Falcons and the Raiders. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Now Young, short throw, caught by Pitts.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago.
8 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him.
You look at this Raiders defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. It's Young off play action. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Young on third down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sharp. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Blue check. Smith red. Check pink.
Young looks to throw on 1st down.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Switch. Yellow. Opposite. Green.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Young. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Yellow. Black. Check white. Black.
Now here's Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position. Inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense.
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on second down. Sharp.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's the Raiders punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sharp. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Murphy. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cochran. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lucas. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lucas, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murphy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The Raiders at 10-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Down to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Murphy on 3rd down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cochran. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Murphy. And they're going to get him. They bring it down the sack back at the 16-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On play action, Young. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raiders sack. The play. Well, guys, there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Young to throw it.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Smith red. Check pink.
1st down, Young. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Young. And a quick throw there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll throw again. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Young off the play fake. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw is Murphy. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Murphy now throwing on 1st down.
Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lucas.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Murphy. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Second and 10.
Operating from the gun, Murphy toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the pass. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Murphy. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never counted in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
Meanwhile, Young's throw is on target to Burks.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Young. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Young on 1st down.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Young.
He gets this one to Burks.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. It'll be Young again.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Young. And the Raiders have got him. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd and long for Young. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Murphy, he's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start with two teams that have shared quarterbacks in the past. Steve DeBerg, Joe Montana, Alex Smith, but no more. San Francisco at Kansas City. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Brock Purdy has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. The Steelers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Vikings locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far. In a game where one field goal was all these offenses could muster in the first two quarters, you figure both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here, and no panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Murphy going to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Cochran, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Murphy from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young now.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, This defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Looking to throw. Murphy over the middle, complete. That's Cochran.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
The middle they go. It's Lucas.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's Murphy on 1st down.
He finds his man, Pollard.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Murphy.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now they'll run it on the toss. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you'll probably go and play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
To throw is Murphy. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Raiders take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. The Young keeps it, moving right.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Young. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. It's Young off play action.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Young on 3rd down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Young off the bootleg.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On On second down, Young. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
On second down, it's Lucas. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Murphy now to throw on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now here's Young.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now again, right side. Lucas. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Murphy. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lucas. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Murphy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And caught by London.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Yellow. Cut.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he gets this one to midfield.
69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. First and 10, Young. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, it's Young.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a first down throw for Young.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defense. 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lucas.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
All right, go get him now.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Murphy.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 20-14, a minute 46 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Young to throw. Able to find Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Young. He's got his man London right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back, and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield, and they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now Young got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and goal.
Shot. 17.
Young. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Here's Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Let's go.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Ready.
Young to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours.
right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for Las Vegas, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4.